What's up, everybody? Jefe Picks here for the Odds Trader. Guys, college football week 7. I got 3 player props from 3 different games on the Saturday slate. Let's start off with Ohio State and Illinois. And I'm looking at Ohio State senior running back C.J. Donaldson, who was a rushing touchdown in 4 of his 5 games played thus far. With Illinois already allowing 13 rushing touchdowns through their first 6 games, I'm really liking Ohio State's lead running back to get into the end zone. I know they have a little bit of a dual threat running back there with Bo Jackson, the freshman, but Donaldson being the senior and upperclassman, I think he'll get the greater share of carries in this game. So give me C.J. Donaldson anytime touchdown for Ohio State at minus 140 odds. Moving on to Indiana and Oregon, a game in which I believe will be an absolute shootout between 2 amazing quarterbacks that I think will both be top 5 picks in next year's NFL draft. But I'm focusing on Fernando Mendoza, the Indiana quarterback, and I'm looking at his over-under passing touchdowns, and I'm loving the over 1.5 passing touchdowns at minus 140 odds. He has 4 straight games, does Mendoza, with 2 or more passing touchdowns. I think that continues against Oregon. I do think this is going to be a shootout type of game, and I think that bodes well for this player prop. So I love Mendoza over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Lastly, I'm looking at Georgia and Auburn. I'm looking at Georgia wide receiver Zachariah Branch, who I'm looking to have his game of the year thus far. He needs to step up. 18 receptions, 234 yards, and 2 touchdowns are his yearly numbers right now. Auburn's given up 6 yards per pass attempt as a defense. That's pretty average, but I think Branch, with his number being so low because of his lack of productivity through Georgia's first few games, is a great number. Zachariah Branch, you can get him at over 43.5 receiving yards for this game against Auburn, and that's at minus 115 odds. For Gunnar Stockton and Georgia to win this game in Auburn, they got to rely on some type of offensive production, and I do think it comes from their best wide receiver in Branch, and that's where I'm going with this pick. So, to recap, I am taking Ohio State running back C.J. Donaldson as an anytime touchdown scorer at minus 140 odds. I'm taking Fernando Mendoza, the Indiana quarterback, over 1.5 passing touchdowns at minus 140 odds. And I'm taking Zachariah Branch, the Georgia wide receiver, over 43.5 receiving yards at minus 115 odds. Those are my 3 college football player props for week 7. I'm Jefe Picks for the Odds Trader. Let's cash, everybody.